amazing, amazing, amazing. A very good morning from wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the Relationship Talk Show. My name is Sylvia Wanja. Now, I trust and hope that you're having a beautiful morning, mali ambapo popote mali ambapo lipo. And we said again, each and every day you wake up, God has an assignment for you. So amka na shukrani. Angalia vitu tatu tu ambazo you're grateful for. Tell God thanks and then get started on your day. It doesn't matter whether you don't, we don't know what is to come. We don't know what is ahead of us. But in everything, make sure that you show gratitude and ask God to guide your way. Okay? So that you live in accordance to His will and fulfill your purpose on earth. Amazing. So today being the 11th of February 2025, we have an amazing show lined up for you. And maybe I can give you a quick run through of what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to have a conversation with the Manasses. They have a beautiful love story and we are here for it. Okay, to just how the 14th of this week, that is Friday this week, kuna Valentine's Day, siku ya wapenda now. Maybe you're going to look into that kidogo a little bit later because it's in line with what we are going to discuss today. And then after that, we're going to have the relation tips and then did you know and the beautiful African songs because today is an African Tuesday. So if you have any song, any request, you can do you can send that request to us through our numbers 0721 105 105. That is WhatsApp and also normal text message 23814 short code, which is absolutely free. And also MBCI TV Facebook page down in the comment section and MBCI YouTube official down in the comment section. Amazing. So again, remember you can follow MBCI TV across all social media platforms, and also my social media handles are at official Sylvia Wanja. Okay, you can reach out right there and we can have a conversation. So maybe we can pick the question of today. And the question of today is concerning Valentine's. Tulisema sisi already kumeanza shamra pale mtandaoni. Hauwezi pita kama hujapatana na post something to do with, Valentine's, because it is that season, it is that love season, and we are here for it. We want to know what is your take concerning Valentine's. So what are your expectations for Valentine's Day as a believer? Uko pale nyumbani, you know what happens on that particular day. So what are your expectations? What do you consider Valentine's to be all about? Do you think that it's something that should be celebrated or shouldn't be celebrated? You can share with us and tell us. Na kama utakuwa ukicelebrate, share with us. Tell us how you'll be celebrating it. If not, pia tell us why not. Okay? Sawa, thank you. Amazing. So this Sunday, we had a very nice a topic that was being broadcasted. For wale ambao walifuatilia through Church Without Walls, it was on laziness and procrastination. Now, the year is still young, hata kama tumeingia February, and so if you have had an issue with procrastination, you've had an issue with laziness, this is where you change it. And also to add on that, kuna kitu ambayo nilijifunza this weekend concerning victim mentality. I know we have all been in a position whereby someone has hurt you knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes they have acknowledged and they have apologized, sometimes they have not. And sometimes the things happening around us, we tend to blame other people and not take responsibility for the part that we had to play, okay? So I think this, from here, henceforth, let's try to take responsibility for everything around us. I know it's easy to point the finger at someone else. When the reason why sijaomoka, wewe ndo sijui, no. Try, look at yourself. See, do you take responsibility for whatever it is that you have not done. Ama kama walikukosea, ebu angalia ni nini ulifanya. What environment, what boundaries did you let them cross? Sawa? And then you tighten those bolts, some of those screws, no, wasikuwa kivuka boundaries here and there, okay? So make sure that in everything that you do, whatever situation that you are in, that you feel like someone hurt you, don't carry along that victim mentality. Say, this is the reason why sijaomoka, ni juu ya huyu na huyu ndo reason why I can't get into a relationship. No, okay? Make sure that you heal, forgive them. Forgiveness is mostly for you than for them. I remember a time we were here with Pastor Benjamin, akatuambia kwamba unforgiveness is like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. Hata kufa. Imagine wewe pekee ndo itakuumiza. So make sure you forgive and then take responsibility for your actions so that you can make changes. That acceptance is what will lead you or what will trigger you to make changes in your everyday life, okay? Amazing. So without further ado, let's get started on today's conversation because I know it will be a very wholesome conversation. So to get to know who the Manasses are, let us get the guest profile. Okay, so maybe before we get the guest profile, we can take a look at something right here. there is someone who sent us a text message, and we would like to look at it, okay? So the text message is in line with the Valentine's that is coming on 14th, and they require our help. Maybe a little bit later, you'll be sharing your take on this particular topic. So alisema hivi. So hi, please keep my name anonymous, but I would like your help. Okay, amazing. So she says this, I've grown up in a very, very cultural home. By this I mean that in my family, there wasn't that issue of I haven't grown up seeing romantic things happening, okay? So I recently got married, and my husband turns out to be a traditional man. But while growing up, I've always wanted a situation whereby I get to enjoy flowers, chocolates, going out on dates, because I think that is my love language. Amazing. So, I don't know how to bring it up to my husband and let him know that I want to experience such things, because according to him, we've had the conversation before, and according to him, it's not, okay. And I said, according to him, it's not that important, and all that matters is that we love each other. So what should I do in that situation? How can I approach the situation without making it seem like I am trying to have my way? Awesome. So you can share with us, how can she share that she wants to experience such? But I think something important to note, and I think it came up with you last week na Rev Bogonko, that Valentine's is not the only time whereby you should be receiving flowers, going out on dates and things like that, okay? It can happen on any particular day. So, but the issue is the husband is a traditional man, so yeah, anajua, bora nimekuambia nimekupenda. There's no need for flowers, there's no need for dates, but she feels like she's missing out on that bit because that's the same thing she grew up seeing and she wanted something different, okay? Amazing. So without further ado, let's get started on the conversation, and let us have the guest that we have today so that we can get started. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Amazing. I'm also well. It's amazing to have you guys with us.
Thank you, Sly.
Yes, maybe we can start from you. You can give your introduction using this camera right here so that we can get to know who we have today.
All right. Hi, people. Hi, viewers. My name is Miriam Wanjiko Karaoke. You know, most of the time people know me as Mrs. Manasseh, but they don't know. I have a Wanjiko. And
you have a Miriam.
A Miriam.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be here. Miriam is a wife.
Yeah.
Miriam is a minister. I'm a worshiper.
Yeah.
At the same time, professionally, I am a customer experience champion. Yes.
Wow.
So
amazing.
I deal with things, customer service, customer experience.
Wow.
And I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Amazing.
I am also a YouTuber focusing on issues, marriage, relationships, and also kidogo music and worship. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
So much. So much. One very
thank God.
I
Thank God that He has given me all this to fulfill His purpose and His mandate. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Then maybe we can go to you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I would like first of all begin by appreciating you very much, Sylvia.
Yes.
For inviting us to this show in MBCI.
Yes.
It's a privilege we really do appreciate. Okay, maybe to my introduction, mimi ndio Manasseh Karaoke.
Yes.
So when you hear the issue about the Manassehs, Manasseh is the bearer of the big name. And I'm a husband, a father, a husband actually, of course, to my lovely wife here, Miriam.
Yes.
I'm also a father of 4.
Yeah.
We've been graced with 4 children. Zenith Royal is carried now in grade 7. Imekuwa shida kushika hizi classes because you know them from the grade 7. I have a daughter by the name of Serene Fina. She's now in grade 4.
Oh.
And we have got twin girls, and Zevida and Zanetta. Okay, apart from that also. We've been married with my wife for the last, we'll be actually celebrating our 14th year this year.
Wow.
That will be in August 27th.
I
usually here men don't remember the wedding anniversary, but by the way, I rarely forget.
Yeah.
I still do remember. to me it's a special day.
Yeah.
So I think what else, I may not necessarily say I'm a professional, but I do work. You know, some of the things we studied in school, ground, I did something to do with the management of information systems in the currently Multimedia University. By then it was called KCCT, years back. But I was graced to be working in Nakuru Water Company. Yeah. That's where I work in the middle management level. Currently in the department of enhancing revenue. So basically we look at those clients that have not paid or those who are maybe deciding to have commitment how they should pay their bills. Basically that's what I am. I'm also a minister. I love singing. Wow. And also I'm a marriage ambassador.
That is amazing.
Thank you very much.
You're a very, very wholesome couple. And we see that God has blessed you and graced you with so much, and being here is a privilege. Now maybe we can have the guest profile so that we can get to know you guys more, and then after we come back we'll get started on the conversation that we are so eager to listen to today.
Thank you.
The Manasseh family embodies a beautiful harmony of faith, family and professional success. Celebrating 13 years of marriage, this dynamic couple has woven a rich tapestry of life grounded in their unwavering commitment to God's kingdom. Passionate songwriters and worshippers, the Manassehs pour their hearts into serving through music and reaching the lives of those around them with their gifts. Beyond their musical contributions, both are accomplished career professionals, demonstrating that it is possible to excel in the secular world while maintaining a strong spiritual foundation. Their dedication extends beyond their professional lives and into their home, where they are proud and loving parents of 4 beautiful children. Family is clearly a cornerstone of their lives, and they nurture their children with the same passion and dedication they bring to all their endeavors. The Manassehs believe wholeheartedly in the power of a strong and thriving relationship. They view marriage as a sacred covenant and have cultivated a bond that serves as an inspiration to many. Recognizing the importance of mentorship, they have generously opened their hearts and home to countless young couples over the past decade, offering guidance and support as they navigate the complexities of relationships. Their commitment to investing in the lives of others speaks volume about their character and their desire to strengthen the fabric of their community.
Amazing. So without further ado, I hope the introduction has done justice. It has covered everything.
Yeah, it was all there.
So grateful. Like everything you've seen there. Yeah. Basically God. Like we can't even credit anything to ourselves. Like not our qualifications, not anything, but consistently since the day we came together, we started our marriage, we have seen the hand of God. Because some things like some people ask us, how did you get twins? And we were like, it's never even crossed our mind
that it could happen.
Actually, it came as a shock to both of us. But of course, after crying and asking God, you've seen it worth to bless us with twins, and God was like, I'm giving you gifts. I'm giving you gifts. And we are so grateful, and we give back all the glory to God.
Wow, that is amazing. Sure. Now, the conversation that we have today, we're going to discuss your story. And the reason why we decided to have this particular session is because social media, a lot is happening. Now, kwa social media, ukiangalia, not many people love the idea, are buying into the idea that marriages work. We have the young generation saying, apart from God, the second thing they fear is marriage. People don't want to get into commitments because they feel like it's not their thing, it doesn't work. But we have seen that you have 13 years now, headed to 14 years of marriage, and not many people get the chance to look at this other side of things, to mourn the bad. But what about the good? Why don't we explore what good there is when it comes to marriage? So maybe we can start from the top. How did you guys meet? Where do we start? Where do we start? Whoever finds. Okay, let us start with you, Mr. Manasseh.
Whoever finds a woman, a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. Yeah, it's true. I think because that's basically because it's already like it's the man who has to do it first. Yeah. And it's a long story, an exciting one. Yeah. But I think basically, if I may go back, Dogo, I came from college, and after doing my internships, I came to Nakuru to work in the year 2007.
Wow, okay.
So I've been in this city for the last, this will be my 18th year. So I deserve to have an ID for Nakuru. Because Peano specifically is a certain city, I will be having one. So it's a long story, it's a long journey. So when I came, I first came here to work. And in the process, I found her. I think mostly it began when I saw her first. I spotted her first was in the year around November, December. In the year 2007.
2007.
In the year 2007.
Okay.
And that is when I spotted her.
Just seeing her.
Just seeing her, and I was like, oh, okay. Maybe she looks a good one. And I saw her, the first day I saw her was when she was presenting a song. In church.
Okay, that is nice.
Always present in church.
There could be something there. You should have the courage.
I was sitting down there at the back, and I saw a girl that sang so well. And basically, there is a way I am maybe excited when I hear good music, and that's how I spotted her. Because from my introduction, you had me say that I love singing. Something too from Kitambo to I just love when I hear good music, someone singing nice, something just gets started in me. So in this year 2007, around November, December there. So this beautiful lady who maybe sang a song in the church. And I was like, maybe I'd like to know more about this person. So that's how the journey began from that time. And we proceed, it continued. It grew to a point now, around 2009, I now made the first step. But
no, wait. From 2007, when you first saw her presenting in church, you waited up until 2000, and that is 2 years later for you to make the move.
Exactly, the move of now, like, because also the other events that were there after that preceded that. Like we are in the same church, in the same youth group, and I could see a lot of things. And again, also the reason being, I think you are wondering why the 2 years.
Why wait for 2 years? It's a long time.
You see, because I also think, because I think later we shall be tackling that. It's because of what maybe I thought, what I really needed. I wanted to be very sure about it. It's not because I've seen one aspect or one quality that I like in her, and I'm like, now go for it.
This is what I want.
This is what I want. She sings nice. It's beyond singing. So that's why maybe it took a lot of time. Considering other things, doing things together, building the friendship, knowing this person,
getting to know them.
Exactly. You know, a lot was happening behind the scenes, but the first move of like proposing to her, like maybe this is what I've been feeling concerning and towards you. The first step I made in 2009 of like now, telling her like I've been considering you, and probably I would like to start a family, and I don't see any reason that would hesitate me from beginning this family with you.
Wow. Okay. That is a very nice story. But I know stories na different perspectives. Now let us get your perspective on how things unfolded. Alianza 2007 ndo alikuona na akaanza alafu 2009 ndo akakuuliza. How was it for you?
Actually, it's the same thing. So I was just serving my God. Actually, I started singing Kitambo even when I was in high school. I'm very sure some or most of my classmates might be watching. I'm a schoolmate. I was the one who was leading in the parade, in the assemblies, praise and worship.
worship.
So I think that has been my norm. So when what is saying, that time I was just ministering, like in a church presentation, I sang a song.
Yeah, I know it. You don't have to worry.
Oh, wow.
Don't be afraid.
Joy comes in the morning. My joy came.
Joy came.
So,
yes.
Of course, he saw me. I think something else, maybe, I don't know if he mentioned, but we were together in the youth fellowship. So him seeing me and finding me was easy, because tulikuwa kwa fellowship together.
Pamoja.
Kwa youth, he was the youth chairman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He skipped that bit, like in sawa.
Later, not in 2007, but it came later.
It came later.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so before that is Aliona 2007, but around 2009 is when he said his thing.
Yeah.
But you see, in these 2 years,
Yeah.
of course I was in the fellowship. He could still see what I'm doing. He
Yeah.
could see how I'm serving. He could see all those things.
Yeah.
And just to cut the long story short, he came in that 2009 and he said his thing. And so should I continue?
Yes.
So he said his thing,
Yeah.
and after saying his thing, somewhere along saying his thing, something happened
Okay.
that we had to separate for months. So
Yeah.
we had to separate for months.
Yeah.
And
Around 6 months.
yes,
I think
6
so,
months.
yeah.
6 months. The reason of separation, he did not tell me. Actually, he went to meet on me.
He ghosted. Tunaita ghosting. Aliingia nyasi.
So can I say it today? Should I say it now?
Yeah, one time. Aliniguzia one time, and it was a very difficult time for
Yeah.
me. Remember, I think I just need to mention this. It was not long after I had finished my Form 4. And I was just doing my college studies.
Yeah.
And he's coming, he's expressed his interest to me.
Yeah. So
But
you're like,
okay,
uka
I was
naive.
mature in my own level,
Yeah.
but nilikuwa very naive. And that thing really bothered me.
yeah.
And you see, I was that time when he came and told me what he told me, I went and told my mom.
Oh, so mom is
down.
already pressuring.
Mama
Anajua
anajua.
something is happening.
Mama anajua. I'm
Yeah.
like, Mom, unaona ule kijana wa
Fulani,
church
fulani.
mwenye anakuanga 1 2 3 4 alikuja akaniambia
Hivi na hivi na hivi.
So mom tu anafanyanga aje. So already my mom knows.
Yeah.
But it has come to a time he's mute on me. He's
whole
not
6
saying
months.
anything. He's not responding to my text. He did not tell me anything.
Yeah.
What's
He
up?
just disappeared.
Ikafika mahali it really bothered me. It bothered me. Customer life has to continue.
Yeah. Uko like, I am done.
Up along the 6 months, I met another friend.
Okay.
Is he
I
still
met
there?
another friend. Julie Ndanga. I really love him today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I met another friend on the corridors of a bank.
Yeah.
Hey.
A gentleman, a doctor.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Unakuwa maji.
That God intended. So. Yeah.
We met in a very funny way. One of the banks, I won't mention the name,
Yeah.
iko na corridors za kupanda stairs juu. So tuli brush to shoulders, hi. Na hapo tukaingia bank tukakiu pamoja,
Yeah.
tuka exchange contacts, nini wajiwa, kaiwaki ya nini, sawa. Unajua men wanakwanga, they make moves very fast.
They don't
na
mind.
contact si mbaya. You have my contact, I have yours.
Yeah, we can talk.
exchanged. Yes, after all, sina mtu.
Yes, umenyamaziwa 6 months.
Sijui
The
ataenda
life goes
wapi,
on.
labda hata alikuwa na mwingine.
Yeah.
So, my guy that time,
Yeah.
we started communicating. We chatted and chatted and chatted and chatted. But let me tell you,
Yeah.
when God has a purpose for your life, there are things He will not allow you to fall into. Because this guy was a very good guy, a very good gentleman.
Yeah.
He was born again. But I think God, because God saw my purpose for life,
Yeah.
and He saw someone who is going to help me fulfill what He has called me to fulfill,
Yeah.
He could not allow it to happen. To cut the long story short,
Yeah.
Mse amenyamazia all that time, 6 months.
Yeah.
On the 6th month, na mimi huyu jamaa amepanga sasa kukuja kuniambia now throw his words on me, the other guy, the doctor. So tumepanga naje leo tuna meet 3. Mimi hata nishaomba mdosi ruhusa.
Yeah, so I'm coming.
There's a place I need to rush at 3 because umse amenipea date na nataka to meet place fulani. Me, I'm okay.
You're like, I'm prepared.
Where I was working then, I was a secretary. So nilikuwa natuma bank, could deposit nini. So one time nikienda bank tena, I receive a text. Kuangalia, nime-unblock you. That same day that I was to meet this doctor, at around 11, I see a text.
Okay.
I felt like, should I reply?
Or should I just leave it?
I'm not going to. Amekuwa wapi hizo siku zote? Where has he been? Zangu alireply. Hata wacha nimfanyie vile alinifanyia. But let me tell you, it's just amazing. Because even though I was so hurt by him then, just in me, I felt like, give him a call.
Wow.
Give him a call. And you know, I called him, and what he told me, I need to see you today and not tomorrow. Today.
The same day that you're supposed to meet.
The same day I'm supposed to. So I'm left like,
what do I do? I'm waiting.
Huyu ananingoja hadi tushaongea asubuhi. Si bado tuna meet huyu amecall. I need to see you. So it's for me to decide
where you're going to go. Okay.
So I think nikifika hapo, you know the decision I made. You know the decision I made. But I think my point is just to tell young people that whatever, it's good to stay aligned to the will of God. Because I really used to pray. However, I used to talk and chat with this other guy. There's something I saw in him that was not in the other guy. Because I also needed someone who's going to help me serve God more. This other guy used to go to a church that I knew service ya God is not that too much. Yes, anaenda to church, ni church na ni church poa. But what I carry in me, this guy is not going to help me. This one was so full. One thing I tell him even today I loved about him, he was so full of the word. He is so full of the word. He used to stand mbele ya mayouths and then he quotes Genesis chapter what verse what says 1, 2, 3, and then just as the Bible says in Proverbs chapter, and I was like, God, I need this. I need this.
Challenge you like that.
Exactly. So that's how I had to bring an excuse to the other guy that my boss hajanipea ruhusa. So I went and met him.
You still waiting for the date?
And ikaenda, hata I've never seen him even up to today. I think he went kwa kulikuwa uko Thika na uko. It's like he went back kwao. So
and that became that.
Here we are.
Let us go Mr. Manase. 6 months zote.
6 months only.
Ati only.
Ni tabia mbaya. Mwingine
happened. It's not good behavior. That ghosting.
Imagine hiyo si poa.
You know, like Sylvia, like you said, like how comes you spotted a girl singing in 2007. You make the first move 2009. And I said that in between there are also so much considerations I was doing. I think also maybe also considering my background. I'm the only son to my dad and mom. And I was like, tangu niokoke. And when I remember before I was born again, I could admire the people I would see walk pamoja, because we come from an orientation of, you see, nilelewa ECK church. Those are the mainstream churches. I respect them. Those are the churches. By then, kwa mashamba, kuna roza ladies, roza men. But then there are these couples I would consider and see. After I kuja church, they are sitting together. They are going to shopping together. And actually, it's a good thing to tell even those people who are married that you are. Somebody is copying you. Somebody is looking at you. It's always going to be a good example. You don't know whoever is looking at you.
Very true.
So even before I was born again, I would see like, kumbe, there's a way a man and a woman, a husband and a wife, they can walk together and do things together. So I was kind of like, the day I will marry, I also want to be walking together, doing things together with my wife, you know. So I think out of that, I was very cautious. Me, Mungu tu please na kuomba tu. Don't allow me to mess around. I just want that day I will say to this woman, where I feel attracted or I think we are compatible one or the other. I don't want to be like, nitakuwa naambia wengine wengi the same story. Let it be the person I will be telling this. So after spotting her sing, being in the same fellowship, seeing her confidence, and I was like, this is the person, the kobosha. You just hand her, even though by the way she's presenting herself, the kobosha. Even as much as she says that she loved the way I used to quote the scriptures, also by the scene, the way she would even maybe express herself to the others, I could see this is an outstanding. Okay, she's among the many, but there's something outstanding inside of her. I like the way she's expressing herself. I like the way she's carrying herself. I like how she's actually associating with other ladies, other gentlemen in the church. And I was like, she fits. She fits my qualifications.
Yeah.
And I find her to be very humble, a loving person.
Yeah.
You know, so and this time I was like, she is the one. I remember one time I invited, I was staying with my dad here in Nakuru. And one day, me and dad, we were just good friends. We still are good friends.
Wow.
So one day, because mom hakuwa anaishi Nakuru, so we prepared lunch with dad.
Yeah.
Then I invited her to come, purposely for dad to see. To see her and I hear about his views.
Yeah, about her.
Then after we had lunch together, together with dad.
Yeah.
And I was like teasing daddy, umeona aje huyu mtu? And dad was like, where? So decision, man. Start you say ni semanga ni mzuri ama ni mbaya.
Yeah.
You know, like follow your heart. You know, you must have considered for you to say yes or to approach her. This is what you have considered. So for me, as long as you feel like she's the one, you have my blessings.
Go for it.
Go for it. So, and after proposing to her, I now made her to be the person. Tulipoendelea in the church. There is this one time I was in town. This was the source of this challenge.
The 6 months.
The reason for the 6 months.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw a truck advertising. I don't know which was it about.
Ilikuwa stigma against HIV.
Something like that. Actually, I don't have an issue with the road shows because actually we also do them.
Yeah.
But I spotted her in the truck. Okay, she was not dancing. She was not like dancing. She was not dancing like. She was not dancing anyhow. But I saw the t-shirt. Sijui HIV nini against. She's in this truck.
Kuna mademo
pale. Wanafanya hivi.
Na kwa hapo so
mimi nilikuwa natembea spot hakujua kama mimi ni among the dancers.
Actually, I even remember where the truck was. Next to a bag somewhere there.
Specific place.
I still remember. And I was in the corridors of Kenyatta Avenue. So I was like,
is that? So you had to confirm.
So, I don't know, in church, there are those announcements that are made that maybe there will be this kind of awareness. And I was like, did I even hear well in the announcements of the church?
Yeah, about that and that.
About that awareness or whatever campaign.
Yeah.
I love that track. So I was like, so I associated her.
With whatever was happening.
With whatever was happening with other girls who were. And I was like, this one, I'm not telling anyone. I did like Joseph of the Bible. When Joseph of the Bible was told about when he realized Mary was expected and he was like already engaged with her, he went mute at Ataki kumwaribia jina. So I decided sitasema what I saw. But I think I need to go back to God again.
Confirm.
And confirm God.
Is this what I'm supposed to do really?
You know, it's always said, show me your friends.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who you
are. Those are the friends. Even if I'm going to tingisha.
So ungeniambia, uniulize ni explain.
Seriously, I got shocked.
Ungeniuliza ni
And actually, I don't think even I did whatever was taking me to town. I think I went back home, frustrated. But there is a brother I shared with.
Yeah.
Can I mention his name? By the way, James Mogai, wherever he is, kama anasikiza hii. I shared with him kama mazi. Tulikuwa naye kwa youth. Mimi bana. Hata kama nilikuwa nimekuambia tuko in a relationship, I think I'm reconsidering my conversation. Now the challenge was we are in the same worship team.
What?
In the same church.
Each other.
Also, you know, and I was like, but actually even as she's saying she had a difficult time. Personally, I think I was more traumatized.
Because of what?
Because I had already made a decision that this is the lady I'm getting, and I told my closest of friends, like Dad now. Maybe I was also staying with my sister then, the sister that follows me. I was also living and staying with my cousin. So and they knew.
All knew.
So I was like, I take myself as a role model to these people. Sasa.
What comes?
By the way, Sylvia was also in a crisis. Because I didn't know how to say this, that I'm no longer. And again, I'm like, Mimi Staki, kuanza tena kutafuta msichana. Because by the time I had chosen her from 2009 up to 2009, you see, hata wale wa fellowship, some knew. So how do I go to the same ladies? Mbia sasa sio ule, ni wewe. Man, I was also having a very difficult time. Until I began like, maybe I can try and think of somebody else. But before I made a move, and also this youth pastor, now Reverend Patrick from Nakuru Happy Church. And I shared with him, like, put Passin's idea because he was the youth pastor by then. Or my youth pastor. So nikamuuliza Pasi, mazi kuna venye naona hapa, kuna venye naona hapa. And okay, without giving me direction of where to, he also advised me, which I still appreciate to date. That still, and I realized the decision lies within me. And after a couple of months of doing self-evaluation, I think I decided kuna kile uliona kwa huyu mtu. Kukua kwa Rory. And also I was also fearing. By the way, another thing is I was also fearing. Suppose I reject this, then maybe later in life I come to regret. So I was also
regret.
So I was like, God give me a sign. What do I do? So I was also in a mix of emotions and it was not an easy time for me also as well. But I think that day, as she says, I think I woke up convicted. Today is the day. We go to sit, we negotiate, we realize kama sio hivyo, kila mtu tuachane tu kilo safi. Nisikie what was why were you in that vehicle? Those people you are with, do you know them? Are they your friends?
What was the reason for you?
Apart from seeing you in the church, does it mean you have another kasako somewhere? Because how are you selected among the many in Nakuru? How comes you selected ndani ya Rory? And also it was a misconception because we discussed and I was like, kumbe tu ni kitu mzuri. Actually,
it wasn't a bad thing.
It wasn't a bad thing. And the journey rolled up again.
And then there took us on. But we thank God.
Okay.
Lakini watu encourage watu wanyamaze.
But it's a bad thing too. It's good also to, this is your friend. This is a person already maybe approached and agreed and said to him or her. So it's always good to communicate. Tell this person, maybe this is what I've realized, this is what I've observed, what's your stand on this, I think that one can say.
Wow, amazing. Communication is very important. So the youngsters wanaita ghosting. Ana ghost mtu ako asemi kitu yote ana disappear tu hivyo. And it's not a good place to be in because mtu atabaki na maswali akijiuliza, am I the problem? Did I do anything wrong? But communication is better. So that mtu ajue where they lie and they can be able to move forward. So after you guys meet, what came next?
Wow. What came next?
So that was in 2009.
Yeah, you cleared up.
So 2009, the whole of 2009, we still wanted time to keep on learning and understanding each other. Remember, we are still serving in the church. Now he's the youth chairman. I think I'm the secretary. Yes, I was the secretary. So tulikuwa tu hapo, of course, very careful because when you're in the front line, lazima uwe very, very careful. Courtship is not easy because especially when you're upholding holiness and righteousness, it's I'm sure people will just tell you that, but because we had a focus, we really wanted a marriage that will emulate God from the word go. So we stayed through 2009 and then we started our plans in 2010. So 2010 we started our plans. Of course, people who are around us, as he said, we had people we were accountable to. We were accountable to our youth pastor. We were accountable to a few couples in our church because we also wanted people who will follow us up, people who we will be accountable to, people who will come and advise us. And I think we will say our journey, we really had people. Mama, our church, there are women that were so good, could call me to their house at night for overnight. I don't know if those things still happen. I think we need to bring back those things. There are women who used to call me in their houses and I just don't want to mention their names because there are so many, but they could come in their houses and we talk. They ask me, there's one I just want to mention because this lady is so special to me. Mama Alan, I really respect you.
Wow.
This lady used to call me in her house. She used to counsel me. She used to tell me, there's something she told me, and up to today I tell young people. He told me one thing, you will make Manasseh stand or fall.
Wow.
He told me the way you carry yourself as a lady in that relationship, you will either cause that man to fall or to stand to the end. So I was so keen. Msijidanganye wale mko kwa courtship relationship. Hamna tu challenges. Mwili ziko. Provided tuko tunatembea in the spirit. Mwili ziko. But I was so careful. I knew. Yani nilijibeba ka savior wake. So I was so keen. I could avoid things that would maybe provoke our bodies or our emotions, arousing the love before its time. I was so careful. So I worked with women that were so close to me and advised me and followed up on us. They were there in our Rora shows, in our planning of the wedding until 2011, August 27th, when we did our wedding.
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing. The way things turned out, the way things panned out. But maybe we, before we go to Mr. Manasseh, I have a question for you. How did you know that Mr. Manasseh was the one?
That question, I went to one of the women in our church. By then, she was the chair lady of the women in our church. I think one thing I did, I was so close to mamas of our church, and especially mamas that I know they've gone through the process. Wamefanya harusi, you can see they're a good example. You see, so there are some that we were very close. So I went to one of them, and I told him, well, okay. I told her, sorry. I told her, how do you know that this is the right person that God has chosen for you? That lady, alinikaisha chini. And she told me a few things. And if I could just mention one, she told me, if you feel you have peace in your heart, you have prayed and you have peace in your heart, then go ahead.
Wow.
Then go ahead.
If you have peace.
Yes, if you feel like you have prayed, of course, number one is to pray. Because it's only God who knows your future. And God is the only one who knows what He has intended for you. And of course, there are qualities that you're looking for. So zile za tall,
dark and
handsome. Tall, dark and handsome. Mimi naambianga watu if ningeangalia maumbile mimi nilitakanga tall, ngoja mimi nilitakanga tall na utambi. Utambi nimejaribu kulea ikuje, lakini I just love him the way, because I came to know utambi can be there, but the love is not there. He's not taking up his roles and responsibilities as a husband. So hizo vitu zilikuwa. But their qualities I also wanted. Number one, as I said, I was also looking at my ministry. I think ministry and my purpose of serving God was number one. And when I prayed and I felt I have peace, and of course vitu kama hizo za Mungu yeye kuenda 6 months na kurudi, some of them were confirmation to me. But I really sat down with people wenye walinisaidia wenye walinisaidia kufanya analysis, kucheck, kuangalia, kujua, kuona vile anajibeba nini. Just as he said, he also went to someone and asked, huyu na huyu unaona nani? Of course vile aliambiwa hata kama hata tuambia aliambiwa mimi. So I think it's the issue of praying and asking God to give the people who say God give them signs to prove to them. But I believe the issue of peace in your heart, na si ile peace ya kujidanganya. If you need enough time to be sure about something, give yourself enough time to be sure. But indeed, if you feel okay, you feel peace, you feel this is the right person, this is the direction God is leading me, then just go ahead.
Wow, amazing. I think I remember also someone say something similar. Alikuwa anasema to them, they believe that if you find the right person, it will be as easy as breathing. You won't have to. Breathing comes automatically. Yeah. So if it feels like breathing, like it comes with ease, then that is a good sign that you should keep pushing. Wow. Your love story is bringing so much to light. Tumesema tuache kugostiana, tafadhali. You will rather communicate whatever it is that you want to say. Okay, outright. So that it was a misunderstanding, right? That you cleared up, and it would have costed you this beautiful marriage if you didn't talk about it. So make sure that you communicate so that you prevent things from escalating to a point ya kugostiana 6 months. So amazing. So maybe we can take the question of the day one more time. Tulisema this week, happy Friday, we're going to have Valentine's, and we cannot ignore that as relationship talk show. So swali ni, what are your expectations for Valentine's Day? What are your expectations for Valentine's Day? Share with us, nini you expect, and if you're actually going to take part in Valentine's Day. If not, share with us why. If yes, tell us how you are going to celebrate it. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, wapenda nao kuonyesha mapenzi. Tulisema this is for couples, married couples. Usiende kuinvest alafu ukiende kuumana baadaye uko mbele na si mtu wako baki ukisema huyu alifanya no. Okay, so let us, I've loved something that you've said. Do not awaken love before it's time. Do not arouse it before it is time. So in everything that you do, make sure you do not awaken love until it is time. So we have a few minutes before we go for the break. Maybe Mr. Manasseh, we can have your take on why you decided that it was going to be Miriam.
Wow, my goodness. I want to say this concerning that. Like you've heard, I was cautious from Kitambo about this marriage I want to build. Okay, the person I want to build marriage with, I don't want to try and error from the one go, from the onset. So I knew what I needed. Okay, maybe what I wanted, what I needed, and what the difference.
A combination of both. The needed.
Okay.
Needed has much
That's what I wanted. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew what I needed. One, because now I'm born again. From the time I was born again, you know the Bible talks of, in the book of Ephesians 2:10, about when you're in Christ. Then why are you born again? There is something inside of you that was somehow maybe depraved. And now in Christ, there is a new creation. And this is something that got me so much. So the things I knew, I wanted first of all to understand myself in Christ.
Wow.
Of course, we continue learning. It's a journey. You cannot say, now I have understood everything about my position in Christ. So after understanding myself, now I was able to define who is this person I want to be with in marriage, because I'm not building a one-day event. I looked beyond the wedding, because there were some negotiables. That is due to find a wedding, to find a wedding. That you see, that's actually, so even planning for the wedding is the last thing.
It's the last thing.
It is number 50.
There's so much to look at.
There's so much to look at. There's so much to prepare. Wedding is number 50. Actually, as important as it is, there are things that are so crucial. So after checking,
maybe before we get into that deeper, let us take a very quick breather right here, but we'll be coming right back. And remember the question of the day. So make sure that you can send us your feedback using our numbers 0721-105-105. That is WhatsApp, and also normal text message 23814 short code, which is absolutely free. And MBCI TV Facebook page down in the comment section, and MBCI YouTube official down in the comment section. Share with us, what are your expectations for Valentine's Day? We're taking a very quick breather right here, but we'll be coming right back, so don't go too far.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
After a successful crossover into the year 2025, we are thrilled to announce that Kingdom Seekers Fellowship has officially opened at our new location in Canaan off Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, just 300 meters behind Afro Sayari. Reverend Simon and the Kingdom Seekers Fellowship family warmly invite you to join us in our uplifting, rejuvenating and refreshing weekly services. Matthew 19:26. But Jesus looked at them and said to them, with men this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. Morning devotion services, 5:45 a.m. to 8 a.m. Lunch hour services from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Sunday services, first service from 7:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Main service from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're excited to meet you and welcome you to a place where you belong, grow, and connect. Location, Canaan Land, off Eastern Bypass, 300 meters behind Afro Sayari Hotels, Nairobi. For more information, call 0722-852051 or 0721-321-470. Kingdom Seekers Fellowship, Eastern Bypass. A place to belong, a place to grow, and a place to fellowship. We can't wait to see you soon.
Step into the digital world of tomorrow at Goshen Medical and Technical College's School of Information Communication Technology. In the fast-evolving world of information and communication technology, our School of ICT is designed to match the speed. Whether it's mastering the intricacies of ICT, pioneering innovation in computer engineering, achieving digital literacy with ICDL, crafting stunning visuals in graphics and design, building networks in computer networking, or staying up to date with the latest Microsoft packages, we have a program tailored to your digital dreams. Our programs are designed to keep you at the forefront of technology. We offer certificate and diploma courses in ICT, empowering you to choose the path that fits your tech-driven career goals. A minimum grade of C- or higher is required for diploma courses, D plain or higher for certificate courses, and D and below for artisan courses. We also offer bridging classes for English, Kiswahili, Biology, Mathematics, Chemistry, and Physics, allowing you to choose the path that fits your career aspirations. Visit our campus today or call us at 0750-264-044 or 0723-047-468. For more information, check out our website at www.goshencollege.ac.ke.
Welcome to Goshen Medical and Technical College, Speaker.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Amazing. Welcome back, guys, from that very, very short break. Remember, this is the Relationship Talk Show with me, Sylvia Wanjala. And with us in the house, we have the Manasses, and we are discussing about their love story. And it's getting more interesting by the minute, and we're getting to learn so much. We're getting to pick up so many lessons from their stories. Na kuna venye, let me say this term, a phrase my mom uses a lot when she's talking to us as her children. Ya kwamba, modo adhomaga na riene. Mtu anasomanga na ya mwingine. Not all experiences lazima u experience immediately, yeah? You need to learn from other people's experiences as well so that you can be able to grow in knowledge. And sisemi u compare kila kitu yako to someone else, no. I'm just saying pick those lessons and use them in your everyday life, okay? So let us pick the conversation where we left off. We were talking about why you saw that Miriam was the perfect fit for you.
Okay, thank you. What I was saying, Sylvia, is that before we went for break, is that
yeah.
You must be able to define yourself first. Otherwise, if you cannot be able to define yourself, you find yourself messing up around.
Wow.
You can even mess yourself up.
Very true.
So I think the one thing I embarked on is to understand my position in Christ. Because there is where there is a lot of orientations in life, by background, the people you shit with, you know, the company that is. You see, even by the things you hear.
Yeah, true.
So now you are in Christ, and the Bible talks of like we are a new creation. I think what came to me first is to understand myself, because I was cautious. This person is coming into my life. anakuja kupata mtu wako disorganized, mtu wako deformed, mtu anjijui, ama ni mtu wako namna gani. So I kind of like I was sure I want to build a marriage. I want a marriage that will last. And the Bible says in the book of Luke, chapter number 14, and from verses 28. The same also is repeated in the book of Matthew, chapter 7. That who is this wise builder? Who is this person that wants to build a tower? That person is compared to a person of, first of all, who counts the cost. Because you want to build a marriage, not to have a wedding. Not to have a beautiful wedding. A wedding is only for at most 5 hours. And you are left, the both of you. Tutakuja patuleta gift, vikombe, nini. Mjibugia kwa nyumba, kwisha. If you never knew, it did not cross your mind where you want to be. You must see yourself in the next 1 year, 2, 3, 4, 10. So what I was looking for is the compatibility. The way I am, because personally, okay, in the cameras we portray sometimes what we are not. True. Behind the scenes, mimi Manase napenda kucheka. Me, I don't take things so. Okay, I take life seriously, but sometimes
light moments.
There are light moments, and by the way, I have them because sometimes I ask myself, am I really a father? You can watch to our YouTube channel and see some of the videos we have there. This one in Naivasha, playing around with my kids, because also I needed that kind of a family that I don't want my children to feel me like, daddy ameingia. Kila mtu anaogopa kwa kiti. Some of us were those kind of like we are brought up from those families like daddy amekuja. Mpaka unakuwa mzuri, mpaka atakubreathe. Mpaka unasikia the heartbeat. So I was like, I want to have a marriage, and number one, I'm playing with my kids. I want to have a marriage whereby I want this woman, mwenye number one, atani accept.
As you are.
As I am. Number two, I want a woman like we can seek God with. By the way, because there's something I want in God. God is a mystery. You cannot unfold him in 1 year or 2 years. And I knew the person I marry will actually mean a lot or add a lot to that. So I did not want a woman that I will pull. I wanted a woman who will push me as I push her. Like Sylvia, the issue of vehicles. Do you know, you realize many cars that are pulled are mostly which are broken down.
True.
But za zingine kama gari imekuwa battery, you push it. Ukipush momentum inashika tena boom. That's what I needed. I need a person mwenye nikisikia like, hey mazileo, I don't feel charge. Atakwambia, hey man, toka. I need a person mwenye akiniambia like mazini kama sasa nasikia. You see, I want looking for compatibility. And also a person who believes in what I believe in. Not necessarily she has to agree with me in everything. But even the things sometimes I believe in, mtukweli atakudeviate, not to take you away from the belief itself. Like for example, I believe in God. But a person who can maybe like akupatie ideas. What you are seeing is a better way. It's a good thing. But maybe badala kwenda hivi, situsunguke hivi, eventually tufike. Because one secret also, I need to say this to you ladies, we love as men. A man can tell you where he needs his family or things to be. That's what we are. You know, sisi tunakuanga focused. Sisi tunatakanga like tukiona ile TV, I'm going for that TV, atunanga like hapa katikati, we go for it. But you guys are wired differently. We like there's an wisdom you have. It's true, we have that television, but maybe before we get that 42-inch, why can't we get the 32-inch? Why can't we get the 12-inch? You see, the same thing, but in a different way. Now, I need that kind of a woman mwenye niko na hiki tunaona. And I think this should be to every woman. They should hear this. We men, we need to be challenged, and we also want to listen to that woman mwenye anakuambia by the way venye umesema yes. But now, suppose we do this. I did not want that kind of a woman mwenye, you know, tufanye twende hivi. Twende. Ama tusiende. By the way hata mimi niko na shangani zilini tusiende. As much as you agree with me, I'm like,
Usini challenge tu kidogo.
Challenge kidogo. So, and in the period of our courtship, because like I've said, we began this journey in 2007, 2009, sorry, up to 2011 when we were doing our wedding. Those are the things that we were courting, and I was realizing, I think she's the complete of what I really needed. It's a complete, it's like a cake. Like there is a resort, but inside there kuna sugar, kuna a lot, kuna milk. There are so many ingredients. So I think first of all is the compatibility. I realized, yani, because kabisa, and also and the adventurous woman. Mimi napenda, by the way, oh my goodness, where should we go after? You see? And I was like, this girl, she's a lover of Christ. Like, ikifika kwa life, easy wa kujifunga. You know,
we go for trips.
We go for trips because, by the way, I love traveling. Oh my goodness. That's why maybe I don't like to be contained. At mimi nataka kwenda mahali fulani. Mimi I like doing things from a place of liberty, independence. Like 20 hivi, 20 right, 20 left. So, and I found she's a package in all those. But mostly, I needed a person up to now. What I thank her for is a person who will walk the journey of faith with. And you too, beside anything else, of course there are so many when it comes to the issue of family with the children. By the way, if it was the vice versa, if she was the man and if I was the lady, I don't like pressure. But my wife, under pressure, she works brilliant. She's result oriented. She's a go-getter. So me pia nilikuwa nataka mtu mwenye somehow nikisikia ni kama acha tu itakuwa tu. I don't know person that can push. You see,
you have to do it.
You have to do it. It has to work.
I think also, just to add on that, God is a matchmaker. And there are things I believe that God just brings along. Because I say you will attract the opposite of you. Some things he has said, he believes I am, but I do them for him.
Oh, wow.
So he believes I am.
You have to meet each other halfway again.
But I do them for him. Because what God does, God cannot bring two spenders together. God has to bring a spender and a saver. Don't ask who's who.
I almost asked that, but okay, let's continue.
Just say. Maybe. I think I need $1 million for my things to work.
The best thing is that he learned. In the 13 years, in our first years of marriage, he thought he can manage. But ilifika place, akipata do, mimi ndio upewa. So sasa, you know our family needs in 1, 2, 3, honey. Hizo sort vitu za familia. Alafu sasa mimi tuniachie utu tudogo. Zangu na watoto wangu nijipange. And me, I can manage with very pesa kidogo. I do a lot in the family, and it's like, wewe ungekuwa unapatanga pesa napata hata sijui. So God makes sure that he cannot bring an adventurous person, two adventurous people, then mtashindanga Dubai.
Kazi tu ni kutoka.
Mtashindanga tu mkitembea leo, tumeenda road trip Masai Mara, tumeenda wapi. But however I do those things for him, I don't just say yes. We sit down and see, do we have a need for our children? Is there a need we have not fulfilled for our children? Have we done 1, 2, 3, 4? Sawa, tumefanya hizi, tunaweza kuwa tujafanya zote, but whatever is remaining, we will do it later. Then, trend a road trip this weekend. So, we are trying to be compatible or to complement each other. That's the word. To complement each other, because there must be a balance. There must be a balance in relationship. The same way with me, I needed someone maybe from where I come from, my background and so on. I also needed someone with the qualities that I see in him. You see, there are things I see in him maybe I never saw back in our place, and I really admired, like just what he has mentioned, and I would also want to appreciate him so much for that. The way he bonds with our children. Like our children know Hakuna mpaka sasa mnajua mimi ni baba yenu nyinyi. Mnajua mimi ni baba yenu, because he plays with them when he comes back home. Like I wish you could see our children when they just hear our car at the gate. They open the door, they all jump outside, they come to the car. Mwingine ameenda side ya daddy, mwingine amekuja side yangu, and they are happy to have him because hajaweka ile strictness of the father. They bond. He also disciplines them, but he also loves them in such a way they know that their dad loves them. To me, as a mother and as a wife, I really appreciate that because I know there is no gap. I know my son has a big brother because we only have one son. My son has a big brother. I know my daughters have a male figure that loves them before they come and get now that man who is coming to love them. So I think there are also things I see in him and I really appreciate that. That
is amazing.
And also the issue of purpose. Compatibility, belief, and also purpose. Because you had asked earlier, what made me to do that step? Because you see, as the youths, there is, you know, when I love the leadership of the youth pastor by then, Reverend Patrick now, from Nakuru Happy Church. Because he was like, why did you, I also like asking questions. Mbona mnichagua mimi? You see, I was new in Nakuru, 2007. Here is a church so old. With many people, but why select me?
Why me of all people?
Why me of all the people? And it was like, you know me, I look at people, I analyze, I see who you, naona Kenya now. Kenya naona, now I can make it. So I also realized the reason as to why she was at the secretary, amongst or in the midst of many people, and as young as she was, I realized there's something in her, and she's that person when she does things, she does with, she's result oriented. And I was like, actually that's one thing, I think I did not really have it.
At that time.
At that time. So I was like, I think she's a lady with a focus. Not even I think. She knows what she wants. Like I said, she's a go-getter. And now some of those things are now actually becoming a reality today. I'm seeing even more of that than it was then. So I realized, who ni purpose-oriented lady. You know.
She has a direction.
Because we're not talking of just the issue of Atiameokoka. You know, apart from being born again, there are things that package now this person. Because again, if you're marrying her because she's born again, you might end up marrying every lady or every brother.
Very true.
You know,
there's something more.
Exactly. Or the way we talk of like just love itself, because we associate love with emotions. You don't just want to get her because she's beautiful, she's chocolate, she's brown, she has a good body. These things get disfigured. Those shapes. The shapes. Okay, anyway.
What is disfigured?
No, you see what I'm saying is, you will be like, you know, I want that slender lady, unajua size. You know, you get her because of that. You get into marriage. My goodness. My wife is not like she was. If you saw our photos, our wedding day, I was able to carry her like this.
You cannot.
You know, now I can't. You know. Also, just sina nguvu. Hata mimi pia, labda for whichever reason. So, but what I'm saying is, it's not because of the looks. We don't go because of ako hivi. As much as those things are there, if you are attracted to her because it's chocolate, there are millions of ladies out there who are chocolate. You end up getting all of them. Because it's like she's brown like Sylvia. There are so many good girls out there who are brown. You may end up with one here with another one there. So there's beyond. I saw the purpose. We appreciate umbo yake. Okay, you had it there. What is? Are we compatible? Purpose? Are we purpose driven? Are you believing the same things? Are we focused? And also, we can go to the Bible. That's what the Bible talks of, like, don't be yoked with an unbeliever. Of course, we can down it down to maybe the things we believe in. But when we're talking of don't be yoked by an unbeliever, it talks of like a person you cannot be compatible with. It's a no-go zone. Na hakuna kitu, Sylvia, before this, hakuna kitu cha kusema aje, let's get there, we shall build. I tell you, marriage does not change people. Marriage does not change people. It enhances the person you are. inakutoa
whatever you saw it will be 10 times.
Good measure pressed together overflowing.
Kama hana goals, kama ni mtu una pools hizi kwa fellowship, utamwacha kwa kitanda.
Natakwambia siendi.
Natakwambia sijisikii leo. Haki utapatanga tu jamaa tu na watoto kwa barabara. Wapi mama? Mama, okay. Amesema leo asisikii. Wapi daddy? Atakuja second, atakuja third, fourth. You know, the person if you're not careful, that issue in him or her, it will actually be amplified. Because the purpose I saw in her, I never had an out of an idea. Like a day like today, when I marry her, we shall be in a TV show. Where on earth? I never thought we can be having a YouTube channel, the Manasses. Where on earth? But because the little I saw in her, today it has grown.
Wow.
It's growing. The marriage is giving us a platform to amplify what was there then.
I love what you said, growing, and I think that means that we are together spiritually. Because last week we were talking about the art of growing together, and we were talking about how if someone comes from this end and this end, the moment you come together, you don't stop growing, and you have emphasized on growing together. So, and that is what we were talking about last week. So that is very, very amazing. We're going to repeat it again. Growing together. Yes, it's very, very important.
True.
You don't stop growing. You don't stop growing, but together you come together, complement each other, and grow together. Amazing. So the question that we had today, guys, if we can take it one more time, was on what are your expectations for Valentine's Day? What are your expectations for Valentine's Day? Keep the feedback coming in, and maybe we can start from Mrs. Manasseh. We can start from you with the question that we have today. What are your expectations for Valentine's Day?
Surprise. Niseme when surprise. Acha tu nimwambie ndiye ajue what I am expecting.
Unamwibia mtihani kidogo.
Clue. Of course we say it doesn't have to be on the Valentine's Day that you show love.
Yeah, true.
Every day, especially for the people who are in marriage, you should express your love to your person. Because there's no in the Bible we can quote Valentine, but we just want to honor this day as a day of love, and just say that we are also going to join other people and just celebrate the love.
Wow.
So we the Manasses have organized a couple's dinner in Kunste Hotel this Friday.
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. So registration has been ongoing. 2,500 is the fee, and we close up tomorrow. So if you're there and you are a couple, bado hamna plans, we invite you for this Valentine's dinner. It shall be a place it shall be a time of just eating together. We shall have couple games. We shall have a DJ with songs. We shall have all these kind of things. Together, just enjoying, just being with your partner, just having the good and wonderful time and creating memories together. So I think that's all, and expectation pia na ngoja nipewe gift hiyo siku, gift ya Valentine hiyo siku, so tafadhali mwenye anafaa kunipea asisahau, please. Unajua anaweza kuwa na watch arudi hakuna mahali nitaenda.
Daktari mtu wa maji,
daktari versus mtu wa maji. My friend, but anyway, we are not saying that Valentine will determine kama nitampenda zaidi ama sitampenda. He brings gifts even other days, but of course hiyo siku ni vizuri tu akue kwa mood, sababu mimi niko huku nje, ninaona macho, mimi ni binadamu, ninaona, ninasikia. So please do your thing. Wapite wote. Do your thing.
Awesome. Amazing. So what are your expectations for Valentine's Day?
Okay, maybe the approach I will have on this is that because we have different beliefs, the way people view things, and we respect everyone's opinion and view of things, without going to the background and the orient and what do we call it, the background where it came, the history of Valentine's Day. I think I will not summarize about the day, but the issue is going with the atmosphere. It's a day of celebrating love. Just like who said Sunday is a day of worship? at Sunday ndio siku ya church. So what happens between Monday and Saturday?
People can still go to church.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I would take Valentine, for whichever reason it was there, and because it is a day that's been put aside, set aside, like it's a day of celebrating the ones you love. I think it's not bad to maybe to do also good, to show kindness, and maybe to those who are expecting, maybe do it, but without demands. And again, because a day like I know many of the people who are courting in relationship, they are really expectant of that. But also we are saying, like, don't put demands so much, because this is a special day, especially those who are like in the formation stage.
Yeah, it's still not there.
It's not still there. It's not to be like a day you are going to see. A simple letter, gift, chocolate, don't base it on that. There are levels of relationships, and if kama hujafika kabisa zile levels za kusema this is a special day, I'm taking you somewhere, usiharakishe. Don't put demands on it. I would say my expectation for that day, maybe like she has said, we have an event. I'm looking forward for that day. Yeah. And the best way we're able to celebrate it, we shall, and I will.
Wow, amazing. Awesome. So maybe
because the Bible does not say women find, it's men who are told. It's men who are told, whoever finds a wife. You know, the Bible could have said whoever finds a partner. So ingekuwa either. Yeah. But now it's whoever finds a wife. So it is for the gentleman to find, search and find. Na wewe lady, kama hujapatikana, acha kimbelembele ya kuanza kutafuta jamaa kumwambia, "Bedhi umeona aje? Umeona naweza make? Umeona ni kama no, stop showing desperation." If there's one thing I teach women, I tell women, give yourself value. You'll attract people of value. Wow.
Give yourself value and
you'll attract people of value. Stop becoming like a beggar. You're begging for a relationship, because such don't last for long. You beg for love, it will not last for long. This gender is let a man find you, and once he finds you, make your decision from there. But don't go ahead and also, I think there's also another mistake women do. They give themselves too much to someone. Just as I had mentioned earlier, you give yourself too much to someone before that person defines your relationship. If it's friendship, fine. We can talk. There's no problem with talking. We can chat. It's fine. But up to what limit? Because there are limits that we have in friendship, and there are limits we have in courtship. If we have specialized, we have moved from friendship to courtship, and we are specializing, that's fine. It's allowed. But it's allowed. But while you're still friends, what limits are you giving this guy? Even to you as a guy, well, you're still friends, what limits are you giving to this lady? You find, we just met the other day, we are just 1 month old in this friendship. Already ladies have already started their images and photos. Hakuna mtoto amekuuliza, wewe umeshangengana, ushamtumia, sijui see how I looked today in church. Amekwambia anataka kukuona vile ulikuwa unakaa. So stop going extra miles. Acheni kuharakisha mambo. Take things a step at a time. Stop wacha kukimbizana nayo. Ladies, acha kukimbizana nayo. By the way, if you don't know, you're making that man anakusahau ama you're not becoming attractive to. Be the hard one to get. Na si tena hard one tena uringe, unapigiwa haushiki nini. Get to understand this person even before you give yourself too much. But to me, I wouldn't advise women to propose to men. I would say take your time. If this is the man God has brought your way for you, go through the relationship, the steps of the stages of relationship. That time will come. He will come and propose. Why should you? Why should you propose?
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Amazing. So maybe we can go into the streets kidogo tusikie venye watu wanasema kuhusu Valentine's. Let's get to hear what are their plans. I mean, if they have anything in store for them for Valentine's. So wacha tusikie watu wanasemaje.
Fancy things. Like kuna wataachwa. Kuna watalia.
I'm expecting a very huge gift with many flowers at the center of the road. Then I become very emotional and cry. Yeah, that is my expectations. Then after that, We go for dinner, party, chill kiasi.
Hey, Valentine's kwa mtu mwenye kwa hii economy is not supposed to be disturbing your mind. Yeah. You're supposed to be very busy working. Kwa sababu hiyo ni vitu ya wazungu and it is a one-day event. So you should not just take it that simple. Yani hivyo being a great event.
Kwa hii Valentine na expect kugiftiwa kaa kupelekwa out, kubaiyo kaa chocolate hivyo.
Mpoa wangu anipeleke out hivi, anibaie flowers, twende mahali tukule.
Hii Valentine, mimi si expect kitu. Na move on. Single boy kama mimi ni kubambana na life. Next time ndajipanga.
Okay, so those are the expectations that people have for Valentine's. Nimesikia big flowers, nilie. Okay, that is very, very nice. It's nice to say that people have expectations for Valentine's, and we are hoping that they will be met. Lakini nimeona kuna a bit of a split with the genders. The ladies are expecting gifts. On this other end, the men are saying, na hii economy bana kidogo hapo hiyo pesa ya gifts, dates nini hakuna. And so the ladies, does your partner understand that? Ama itafika huko mbele watu walie lakini si machozi ya furaha on 14th. So make sure that if you are in a couple, a marriage, make sure that you talk to your partner so that mkwe pamoja, mkwe at par. Isikwe wanna expect flowers. On this other end, asema na economy yenye tuko saizi ni ngumu sana kupata hizo flowers. Alafu ikuje kumana, maybe you can make a comment or two about that particular session.
Huyo wa kulia kwanza amenibamba. Ni afadhali aanze kulia saa hii kwa sababu kilio kabla hiyo siku ifike. Of course the expectations.
Yeah.
But what I would say, I don't know why women think that our happiness is in men. I don't know. I don't know.
You have to make sure that you're happy.
I don't know why they think our happiness. If it's flowers you need.
Yeah.
Of course kuna expectation, but ukikosa, why should you cry?
Buy yourself a bouquet.
Buy yourself.
Wow.
Buy yourself.
Find
you
yourself.
see, and that's one problem and mistake that we are making today.
Yeah.
You get married because you're going for happiness. You get married because you want those things.
Yeah.
Because kuna wenye hata wameolewa Januari mpaka saa hii wanangoja Valentine watritiwe alafu waachane.
History.
Because you also want to prove that you have someone who is taking care of you. Yeah. But getting married for wrong reasons, I think that's a topic for another day.
Yeah,
but for a woman, you should know, now speaking for women, you should know that you are complete the way you are. Either a man does it for you or he doesn't do it for you, you are still complete the way. You can do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You can go buy flowers for yourself. That joy is complete even without that man.
Wow.
It's complete without that man. You can treat yourself. Yeah. Nowadays I see, and I also love doing that to myself. However, I have a husband. Yeah. His time treating me as a husband is fine. I appreciate. But also, I'm also encouraging myself or giving myself that challenge of having my own time, my time of appreciating myself, taking myself to the spa, taking myself for swimming, taking myself those things, because I don't want to find my joy complete in him. Because you see, as that gentleman has said, economy manze,
ni kugumu.
Ni kugumu. Sasa nitampea kibarua, sasa ninataka trip to Dubai because ni Valentine, hata unaona bonfire vile wako na offer, hata wewe uwezi nini, twende. Ninaelewa, but if I can do it, even if not now and some other time, if he cannot do it at this time,
it's okay.
Ni sawa. What I'm able to do for myself, I can do it for myself. What he's able to do, let him do it. But our joy should be complete. Either that man is able to do it or not.
You shouldn't attach your value
exactly,
to the physical
exactly.
Or that's how I'll know he loves me. I'm important to him by flowers or chocolates.
Very true.
So yes, let us understand our value. We talked about this last week. Understand what your value is and how you measure your value. If you're measuring your value with the physical things, tulisema kuna makosa hapo, and you need to change your metrics of how you value yourself. Don't measure it with the physical. Sawa sawa? Juu kitakupeleka pabaya. So maybe you can also comment on that particular session, Mr. Manasseh.
Okay, I think what I would say concerning that is that okay, expectations si mbaya.
Yeah.
but also measure the expectation. Don't have like unrealistic expectations. And like my wife said, be the happy person within yourself first. All right? Yeah. So there must be this person expecting from. We must be also at a point of understanding him. You know, because if then you are that person who you have been saying you believe that in certain days you expect this, that maybe there's no problem with having that expectation, because maybe there's a trend you have seen which has been happening. But don't base. I pray that this 14th will not be a day of judging the relationships. That because you did not bring the gift, you did bring me the flower, the chocolate, the M-Pesa message, that it is done. I pray it should not be like that way. But nevertheless, okay, maybe. However, it is also good to understand that we should not view love from a position of only receiving. Actually, Sylvia, maybe we can get this another time. We should, the moment we approach love from a point of giving, actually it should be bothering those who are in relationships and in deep relationships, because they are already in love. What can we do to show love? A quick one in the book of 2 Peter, chapter number 2. Down there it talks of like now, after having the knowledge of God, and to it faith, and to faith, I was so shocked. To that faith, add goodness. Wow. To that goodness, add virtue. Kindness. I would like to challenge everyone. You can show love. Not to your V&C per se, or maybe like to your the marriage partner. There's somebody somewhere who needs love. And love is expressed in many ways. It's not just expressed in giving flowers. You can decide this day, twende mahali tufanyie mtu fulani shopping. You know, you see,
many ways you can show it.
There are many ways of expressing love. Maybe that's what I can say.
Wow, don't limit yourself to only the
receiving end.
The receiving. And I remember one time we talked about it. We were here with Pastor Benjamin, and he was emphasizing that when it comes to marriage, it is better if you are two givers.
Yes.
Like you both give to each other rather than just receiving and taking everything without giving back. So I think that aspect of giving is also important. Now maybe we can take a look at some few comments, because I know ni nyingi sana, we can't go through all of them, but maybe just a few so that we can get the relation tips, okay? Tukona moja hapa hivi anasema, hi, my name is Beatrice Njori, hallelujah. This is a very, very amazing conversation. Kuna Virginia Njoki anasema, tuned in, kudos to my marriage parents, I'm proud of you. Wow. Then we have Valentine Rebecca anasema, thank you for the advice, I am learning so much. Mwingine anaitwa Helen Mata anasema, blessed Mogeithie Duta. Okay. Aya, Duta amesalimiwa sana. I hope anatazama kwa hivyo amepata hizo salamu. And then kuna mwingine anasema, anaitwa Princess Wanja Gigs anasema, marriage definitely works, and this right here is an example of that. Alafu ametuma na emoji ya love hapo. And then we have Liz Mueni anasema, thank you the Manasses for the advice. Kudos to you guys. You've really, really touched our lives. Amen. Amazing. Thank you. Amen. So the comments are so many, they keep coming in, but thank you so much guys for making sure that you're following through with the conversation and you're getting the chance to learn so much right here. And I hope ya kwamba as a young person, imeingia, marriage does work. Sawa? Oh, you know, mimi marriage watchers. Marriage does work. Najua tumeona bad examples, but now we are making it our what? Our what? Our purpose this year as a relationship talk show to show you that marriages do work. Amazing. So maybe we can touch on the event that is coming up before we get the relation tips for people who will want to attend, maybe where they can reach out so that they can book a reservation and how much they need so that they can come through.
All right. So number one, you can book this event by calling or sending our WhatsApp message through 0111 40 88 96. Book by calling or sending our WhatsApp message to 0111 40 88 96. And then the entry fee is 2,500 per couple, which carries everything. That is the dinner, all the games that will be played, all the activities that will be happening there. You can also follow us on the Manasses official, Facebook page official. Kindly just look for the Manasses, like our page, follow our page for more details are in there. Yes.
Amazing. Maybe Mr. Manasseh, you can maybe give one word of advice to the young people, especially when it comes to marriage out there. When you're wanasema mimi hapo kwa marriage kidogo naomba tu nijitoe. You can give them a word or two using this camera right here.
All right. Like our slogan is, as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
I would like to say categorically, without an out of doubt, without blinking, that marriage is a good idea. It works. Right from the first initiator of marriage was God. There is no way God can begin something which is not working. Because when you read the book of Genesis chapter number 1, down there from verse 26, 27, 28, the Bible talks of like, now God said, let us create mankind. You know, looked deeply, it's actually the context of marriage.
Wow.
And you see, it failed at some point.
Yeah. Things didn't go as planned.
It did go as planned because of the deception. So there is the direction that God had given to the man, and maybe probably even to the woman. Both of them knows, because they have the mind of God.
Yeah.
So I want to say that marriage works, it's a godly idea.
Yeah.
And we should not look at it like this is a scam. But the moment you have God in it, you begin with it. We begin with God. It will surely go to the expectation that is expected to be. Because remember, we also say that things don't go wrong. Things begin or things start wrong.
Wow.
Check on the starting point. And also number 2, you gentlemen, don't fear. That's why we are there. You know, I've realized in every aspect of life, in every area of life, business, marriage, church, faith, God will always place a model to show you that it works. It worked for this. It's working for us. It will continue working. You know, it's only that you're not being told that day when you are shown so and so separated. You are not being shown how many have been actually joined within that week. Wakati mnaambiwa so and so divorced. 91. There are so many hundreds of marriages that are still working. I also like to encourage those who are married and those whose marriages are working. Get out. Show people. Speak out. Show love. It works.
Amazing. So marriage does work, and we have a living example right here. So make sure that kama umekuwa na hiyo mentality, try to demystify it. Maybe Miss Manasseh, you can take the number one more time. Where to call to book.
The number is 011 40 88 96. 011 40 88 96. You can always give us a call, even for any inquiry. In case you need to talk to us, that's still the number. You can call us anytime, any day.
Amazing.
Yes.
And you've mentioned on YouTube, people can follow at the Manasses. Are there any other social media handles where people can reach you?
Yeah, on YouTube, we are called the Manasses. We have different content there. Our songs are there because we've also sung.
Wow.
I think I forgot to say when I was saying when I was talking about God is a matchmaker. But the way all the songs we've sung, He has composed.
Wow.
He composes, I sing.
Amazing. So
all our songs. Okay, except for one, Jibu Langu. But we have so many more. Tukona wimbo kama 20. We will be releasing one by one. But for the songs that you find in YouTube, he's the one who has composed. Then I sing. So kindly follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep on following us. We are asking God to help us to speak more about marriage is good and marriages are working. So right now it's the Manasses official in Facebook and also Instagram and YouTube channel. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
So yes, that brings us to the end of today's show. I trust and hope that it has been an informative one for you. And we said it's not just about listening, but also implementing them in each and everything that we do. So thank you so much for coming. It was a really amazing session. And I know that the people at home have gotten a chance to learn so much through you. And I hope this is the first of many, because there's so much knowledge that you have to experience. Yes, that we will would like to learn from you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let us get the relation tips so that we can see what Joyce Ndeso is teaching us today when it comes to forming and living in healthy relationships. So let us get the relation tips.
Hello and welcome to Real Asian Tips, and today we are going to talk about qualities of true love. Here are just some few of the qualities to consider on matters true love. Number 1, mutual respect. Recognize and appreciate differences by acknowledging that you and your partner are individuals with unique perspectives, beliefs, and experiences. Instead of trying to change each other, celebrate and appreciate these differences. Be mindful of your partner's feelings, needs, and preferences by showing kindness, politeness, and empathy in your interactions. Number 2, commitment. Commitment means being loyal and devoted to your partner and the relationship. This is possible by prioritizing the relationship and making it a central part of your life. It also involves being willing to work through difficulties together, finding solutions, and supporting each other through tough times. Number 3, trust and honesty. Trust means having confidence in your partner's reliability and integrity by believing that your partner will act in your best interest and be there for you when needed. Trust is built on honesty. Being truthful in communication fosters a strong foundation, and it ensures that both partners can rely on authenticity of their interactions. Honesty means being transparent about your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's about sharing your true self with your partner and not hiding anything significant. Number 4, communication and empathy. Sharing thoughts, feelings, and concerns openly involves expressing your emotions, thoughts, and concerns without fear of judgment. It means creating a safe space for honest dialogue. Active listening means truly listening to your partner, not just hearing their words, but understanding their emotions and perspectives. It also involves giving your full attention and responding thoughtfully. Understanding and being sensitive of each other's emotions and experiences involves putting yourself in your partner's shoes and feeling what they feel. It's about being compassionate and supportive, recognizing their struggles and triumphs. Number 5, support and compromise. Support means standing by your partner through all life's ups and downs. It involves offering encouragement, help, and comfort whenever needed. Compromise means being willing to make sacrifices and adjustments for the sake of the relationship. It involves negotiating and finding solutions that work for both partners. Sometimes, compromise means putting your partner's needs ahead of your own, or meeting halfway to ensure both partners feel valued and heard. These are just some of the qualities that contribute to building a strong, healthy, and lasting relationship. This has been Real Asian Tips. My name is Joyce Ndeso.
Amazing. That was Real Asian Tips with Joyce Ndeso. And we were looking at the qualities of true love, compromise, meeting each other halfway. Hiyo ndo watu wataki kusikia, na commitment, especially our young generation. We don't want to hear anywhere kuna commitment. We don't want to hear anywhere kuna communication. We don't want to hear anywhere kuna compromise. But those are qualities of true love and a relationship that works. Na tulisema this year, even as we started off with a topic on forming healthy relationships. Na tukasema kwa resolutions zetu hapo kukuwe na hiyo bit, forming healthy relationships involved, because relationships are the basic foundation of human interaction. So if you're not able to form healthy relationships at work, with family, with your partner, then you're doomed for failure, okay, in so many aspects, because you won't be able to function well. Awesome. Amazing. So that brings us to the end of today's show. I trust and hope that it was an informative one and you have been blessed. You've gotten the chance to learn so much. I will see you guys next week, same place, same time. My name is Sylvia Wanja and this was the Relationship Talk Show. Make sure that you compliment someone sitting next to you. Ama ukitembea pale barabarani, if you find someone, if you meet someone who looks nice, make sure that you compliment them, okay? Enjoy the rest of your viewing. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.